Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you doing? How are you doing? I hope you're doing fantastic. It's Teshwa Jogona here on Teshwa Jogona Vlogs. Guys, um, you know, it always feels good to be back here. And if you are an existing subscriber, thank you so much. I do not take you for granted. And if you are a returnee, you are welcome back. And if you're new here, get a seat and make yourself comfortable, because here is where we learn everything you need to know about UK lifestyle, UK food, UK visas, UK visit visa, all types of visas. Here is the place to be. So guys, without no further ado, this is a question I've received several times, and I felt it's good if I do it as a content so that it can answer you and you who are thinking of the same thing. So the question people ask me is it, what is your opinion? Is it worth it? Is it worth it to relocate to UK? Is it? What is my opinion? Guys, stick around. I'll give you 30 seconds. Just look down below. If it's still red, then you haven't subscribed. Please do consider subscribing, because that will boost my algorithm, that will keep the channel growing, and that will motivate me to keep coming with great content. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much. So guys, what I want to say is disclaimer that whatever I say here, those are my reasons. They are my personal experience. So someone else's relocation might differ from what I have experienced. However, I will mix them a little bit with what I have observed from other people that are close to me. So, guys, you might hear some noise. They're cutting grass. They're cutting the front doors grass, and in the house there's cocoa melon. Copyrights, I cannot send those small bosses out, because they have to watch cocoa melon and I need to create content, so you will bear with me. So guys, anyway, here we have all the garden to ourselves. We can enjoy it, just that it's a bit noisy, but this is a great space. The weather is nice. And back to the topic. So guys, I would love to say that to a larger extent, that relocating to the UK is a great vibe. It's good. It's good. I will compare to the country of my origin. Actually, there is no comparison, but I will compare to the country of origin, because that's where I come from. And the reason why people are asking if it's worth it, it's because they're comparing it to something. They're comparing to the life they're living now. They're comparing to the wages or salary they're getting now. They're comparing to the lifestyle. They're comparing to where they are. That's why even me, I need a foundation. I need somewhere or something to compare it with. So guys, I would love to say that some of the people that have asked if it's worth it, some of them, the reason why they're asking, it's because they have a 90% chance they're coming, or a 90% chance whatever their career is a career that will enable them to relocate. So I do get the feeling that sometimes you feel, is it worth it? You know, because you're already kind of established from where you're coming from. So one, I will give an example with a lady who asked me. She's been offered a job, 21,000 per annum. Yeah, 21,000 pounds per annum. Divide that by 12 and give or take, change it into Kenyan shillings with an exchange rate of at least 140. 1 pound to 140 Kenyan shillings. So if you do that, you might find that money sounds, it sounds good. Yeah? But remember, it sounds good to compare it with Kenyan shillings. But when you're here, that money cannot do or does not do what you think that it might do in your country of origin. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is, if, for example, your wage after tax, you're taking home 1,400 pounds. Yeah? If you're taking home 1,400 pounds, you have rent to pay. Yeah? Remember, if you are alone and probably you've taken a shared accommodation, normally the rooms are 300 or 400 pounds. Can you start deducting? Deduct your transport, because when you come at first, I don't think you'll be driving. And if you're driving, still deduct that you need fuel. We pay something called road tax. Yeah, we pay something called road tax to the government. For every car on the road, it pays road tax. And I think it's around probably 20 pounds a month, 20 pounds a month. I think it depends with your car or something. I don't know how they calculate it, but we pay that. You pay your car insurance, which I think which you can pay depending on the insurance company. You can pay monthly, yearly, quarterly a year, or twice, whatever your agreement is. But if you're taking a bus also, you can put the transport there, yeah, to your work. So please put all those things together, and then you will see the amount of money that you'll be left with. Okay? And if you are coming, so that was the person, she was asking if that money will be enough for them. So another person did ask me, because she is established, that is three nurses. They are established. They're already working in Kenya in different hospitals. Is it worth it coming here? So, two of them, their process is ongoing. One of them is waiting for the proficiency of English. And what I want to say is, like I said, to a larger extent, it is worth coming. But it depends with your mindset. It depends with your goals. When you come, probably in Kenya, you earn whatever you earn. Yeah? But what I can say is, there's always a chance of challenging yourself. Yeah? So if you come and you work for your employer, if you work in hospital, then it's 3 long days. That's what your contract will be. So it totals up to around 38 hours a week. 38 hours, those are 3 long days or 3 nights, depending on your agreement, the agreement between you and your employer. If you are coming as a nurse or a carer, and you're going to work in elderly homes, then what it means is there the shifts are 4. Mostly contracted hours, full-time is 4 shifts or 4 days. So it might be 48 hours a week. Remember, in all those, the days that you have, the days that you're not working, you can always work more. Some of the places, if you work there but you're taking extra shift, they pay you more. Some of the people choose to work with agency, because agency, you find that maybe you're contracted. If you're coming as a nurse and you're working in NHS, probably you'll be paid around 13-14 pounds an hour. But if you work with an agency, you'll be paid 19, 20, 25, 30 pounds an hour, because with agency there's competitive rate. So you might find you doing extra 2 shifts with an agency might beat the money you earn with your contracted employer, if I'm making sense. So there's always a chance of making it. And looking at if the jobs are healthcare wise, or the jobs whatever the job is, UK, most of the jobs you work day and night. Even if you're working like a, what is it called, a cashier, they work day and night. Some shops like Tesco's, some of them are 24 hours. Some of them like Asda, they're 24 hours. Even if you don't work extra job with the job that brought you, you can still work some jobs as the big shops, the big supermarkets, the big warehouses, they work at night. You can clean. So there is job as long as you do not choose. So what I want to say is you can, if you push yourself, you can make it, compared to staying in Kenya and you are fighting to meet basic needs. I hope tuko pamoja. I hope we are together. I hope we are, and I'm making sense. Right. So for me, to a larger extent, I feel if you are a parent and you're coming with your tier 2 workers visa and you're here, you've been able to bring your children. Remember, if your contract is 3 years and then you add another 2 years or 3 years, you qualify for indefinite leave to remain. Yeah, when you qualify for indefinite leave to remain, you and a national, the difference is so little, like their rights and your rights. Yeah. Also remember, your children, while you're working, have more, like, they will go to the schools that other children are going. They will stand a chance. They will stand a chance of fighting. They will stand a chance of uh, starting to build up their themselves, if you know what I mean. Because a child, now things are changing. Now things are changing. You'll find like whatever a child likes doing is now being so considered or taken very seriously back home. But then when we were growing up, it was all education, education, education. But here, you'll find a child, if it's football, they can grow their skills. If it's drawing, if it's what, they're free to grow those skills. They build their confidence. I can say that a child who is like 4, 5, 6, 7 years here, their confidence cannot be compared with other children. They know how to speak their mind. So for me, I think it's a great opportunity for children. If you are coming to work here, your children get a good opportunity. They get a good opportunity to go to good school. And also, as a parent, your child, the sky is the limit. They can if they want to go do their degree, their PhD, whatever, the system allows them. The system allows them to continue with the education, because at the end of the day, if a child takes a loan to go to school, you as a parent, you're not the one to pay. It's them who will pay after they start working. Anyway, just, yeah, that's just a by the way. Also, I would like to say is, when you come over, even yourself as a person, you will be able to, it's an opportunity for you to see the other world, the other side of the world. How do they live? How do they, all those things, because they say, if you only eat your mom's food, you only think she's the best cook. Of course, our moms are the best cook, but you know what I mean. So you need to go out there and realize that, one, UK is a fast country. Yeah, just the way bills are coming in, it makes you want to, you're always doing something. You're always doing something. And I would say the reason why probably I will still disagree to a smaller extent, I will still disagree to what I have said, is that some people are okay. Yeah, some people are okay. I would say that because of how fast the life is here, because of how expensive childcare is, I would say, if you're okay back home, if you're comfortable, if you're earning a certain amount of money and you're comfortable, there is no point. There is no point of relocating, because here you will find that the time you spend with your family is very little. And unless you intentionally live, purposely, look for that family time, if you're not careful, you might lose your family because of how life is in the UK. So let's put all those things together. Today we cannot exhaust all the facts, but if you'd like to know more, please let me know. I thought I just touch here and there. But if you have any question, let me know. If you want to know something specifically, let me know. So my conclusion, to a larger extent, if you have a chance, please come and try. There is no harm. If it doesn't work, what do you have to lose? You go back, you have your career, you can go back home and push on. If it works for you, then the better. Because at the end of the day, I would rather say I tried something and it didn't work rather than living with if I did, if. And don't get me wrong, east or west is east or west, home is the best, and we also get really, really homesick. So we still love our countries wherever we come from, but at the end of the day, we can't just live with love, if you know what I mean. So you can come, do whatever you want to achieve here, and always go home or whatever your plan is. Until next time, please stay safe, be blessed, and be kind. The sun is on me. Ciao.